For some odd reason, Nick and Dustin over at Armory Disc Golf sponsor me as a professional disc golfer. Me, a professional disc golfer. As a professional disc golfer, I need to represent my sponsors well at events. Coincidentally, Armory has a huge championship tournament coming up soon. Guess who hasn't qualified yet? But lucky for me, I have one final chance to qualify. My first real MPO tournament, the Throwing Down the Gauntlet regular season finale. If I get first, I qualify for the championship. If I don't get first, I let my sponsors down forever. I do need to remember that this is pretty much my very first MPO event, so I shouldn't take it that seriously. All that matters is that I win today. I started off with a bang. Literally.
All right, I'll be first up.
The nerves were definitely showing up early.
An absolute classic throw for me. That's why there's 35 holes left. Doesn't matter what I did hole one. Let's get it.
I forgot to record my approach. This is my putt for par.
That's what makes a pro disc golfer, right? Recovery?
Yeah, I recovered, but you guys know the gist when it comes to tournaments, especially when I'm playing pro. Par just isn't gonna cut it. Even if I have a partial excuse.
I'm so nervous. I don't know why, but I'm so nervous.
And after getting a handful of pars,
Oh,
and one really sneaky birdie,
That's great.
Yeah, I was trying to do that.
I had to talk to Nick to get my head on straight.
What do I need to shoot out here?
Beaver, you probably need to be 4. Coyote, like 7-ish. You need
Okay,
like 10 to 12.
Coyote's pretty
Yeah,
easy, right?
there's a couple of soft par 4s.
Well, I'm currently 1 under through 8 holes on Coyote, the easier one.
Where do I need to finish and you won't be mad at me?
First. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to start playing much better.
I'm upset with how I'm playing, but my mistakes are par. So, can I really be that upset? I can be upset though because I'm trying to win this thing. I have to birdie to win.
Let's see if I can turn it around.
Oh!
Unfortunately, you can't really see it, but
That just hit the basket.
there's one birdie. Maybe I'm starting to turn it around. This one's not that long, so I should birdie. Or maybe eagle? Still a birdie though. We're starting to get rolling. I might even be overcoming my nerves. Now I'm 4 under through 11 holes. Things aren't looking quite as bad as they were earlier. Maybe it's because I relaxed, or maybe it's because I have on my the best shoe for disc golf. Fully waterproof, super comfortable, and they look amazing. Exactly what any disc golfer needs for on or off the course. If it's raining, Vessies. Want good grip out on the course? Vessies. Just looking to be stylish? Vessies. And didn't I mention they're fully waterproof? My personal favorite style is the Stormburst High Top, either in the twill or the white. I've been wearing them for around a year now, and I don't see myself switching anytime soon. They're just perfect for disc golf. And right now, they're 20% off through the Black Friday sale, with other select styles up to 40% off. That's massive savings. Just go to vessi.com/disc golf and snag any shoe at a huge discount. But you gotta act fast because Black Friday is quickly approaching. vessi.com/disc golf. Back to the birdies. This one's just a simple 400-foot hyzer. What could go wrong?
That's too far.
I think you want to be that far, though.
Yeah, I think so. I hit some tree back there.
Oh, that's too far then.
Yeah, I went too deep.
I'm super deep in this tree clump. I have no putt for birdie.
That was pretty demoralizing. And I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, sometimes I have a bad hole and it just absolutely kills my momentum. My mental game goes to shambles. I overthink everything, making the simple shots hard and the hard shots even harder.
I think part of my issue right now is I think every shot is so important. I just got to remember that this is my first MPO tournament. It's a learning experience. I don't have to win, but I do have to win. And to play like I'm having fun, because that's how I do the best, is when I'm having fun and not worried. So that's what I'm trying to do on this last hole. Just have some fun.
I finished the round 3 under. My goal was 7.
Oh.
But I was in 7th place. And I did have fun on this last hole. But this is how I felt about my round.
Right now I'm having a little bit of a J Millie tantrum. I'm not happy with how I played round 1. I know I'm better than that. I have one more round to prove myself, but I at least learned from round 1 that I have so much stuff to work on, which is sad, but also exciting at the same time. I'm stoked to get better. Things wouldn't be fun if you just instantly reach the goal right as you started. This is part of the process. This is part of the refining process of me getting better. I have to learn that my mental game is a big weakness right now. I have to learn that sometimes I'm not gonna throw well, and how can I control that? More than anything, I'm battling myself. If I wanna make it to the Pro Tour, I have to beat myself. That's it. I have to beat what I got going on in my head and play to the level that I know I can. Round 2, you guys aren't ready.
And apparently, I wasn't ready either. Even though I did have on my yellow pants.
Yellow pants means I'm gonna shoot really hot, so let's get it.
I must have not been over my mental struggles from round 1, because through the first 16 holes, I had 5 bogeys and 11 pars. Not a single birdie on a relatively easy course. With my eyes set on winning the whole thing, I had neglected my mental game, and it looked like I might get dead last. That means I'm gonna have to do something pretty drastic after this round to prove myself to my sponsors. Maybe play a different tournament with a ton of touring pros? I don't know. But for now, I needed a win.
I just want to birdie one hole this round. One birdie, please. Dream guest on my podcast? Probably one of my exes or something.
Yeah, so that was for par on hole 17. I had one last chance to get a birdie.
Last chance to birdie. Should be fine.
Looks perfect.
Birdie!
That put me at 4 over for the round, and I finished 12th out of 14. Not even close to my goal of winning and making it to the championship.
Can I get a handshake that I'm not dropped as my sponsor? Thank you.
They're not dropping me. That's huge. And it's a great place to end this video. I still need to prove to not only my sponsor, but also myself that I'm worthy of being a professional. I may not be going to Armory's championship, but there are other tournaments I could prove myself at.
I'm playing an A tier right now. Second tournament of the video. It's the 34th Veterans Park Open, a tourney that a bunch of touring pros are playing. Like these names right here. Yeah, I gotta try to beat them. I'm playing this tournament specifically to make it up to the Armory for missing their championship. So I have to play well. My 2 main goals are to cash and to try to beat one of these pros.
So let's get into it. Round 1 was pretty casual.
There it is.
There may be like 5 or 6 touring pros and over 50 MPO players, but this is pretty much my home course. So I started out hot.
He said I was this close to acing. Well, this close to acing.
However, my heart rate spiked
Classic.
and we arrived at my nemesis hole. Brutal. I pretty much limped to the finish of this round, finishing at 3 under, sitting in 21st place. Not horrible, honestly. Still better than my last performance. Round 2 started nearly identical to round 1.
Day 2. Let's get it.
Through the first 5 holes, I was 4 under.
Dang. I was not counting these as birdies. I was counting 1 as a birdie, but I was not counting these 2 as birdies. Cool.
But unfortunately, it kept going like round 1. Because after the first 5 holes, I completely stalled, shooting 1 under over the next 12 holes with this putt to save par on hole 18.
Yay!
That was like my only highlight on the round. However, I jumped 6 spots into tied 15th with a 994 rated round. Not bad.
Another good, not great performance. Both days so far, I've started -4 through 5 holes. Day 1, I finished -3. Day 2, I finished -5. That means collectively, on the back 13, both rounds, I've shot even. That is not how I want to be shooting the back 13.
Round 3 had to be the culmination of everything I desired. I'm above the cash line, a few strokes back of Emerson Keith, and I'm feeling great. I knew I would have to get back into the lab and work on the laundry list of corrections my game needed, but as long as the round went well, I was sure that my transgressions for missing Armory's championship would be absolved. We'll speed through the first 5 holes again. I shot 3 under.
Solid start so far.
Which was great, but the real battle was the next 13.
I did the math. Through the first 5 holes, I'm -8. That means on the back 13 holes, over 2 rounds, that's 26 holes, I am completely even. My number 1 goal is to come out of the back 13 holes under par. Let's get it. Dang it.
Yeah!
Hole 1 of the gauntlet, par. That's fine. That's not high enough. Another hole through the gauntlet, even par. Got a birdie at some point.
Kind of a grip lock.
Darn.
That throw put me in this.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Thanks.
And I ended up taking a step in the wrong direction.
Currently not surviving the gauntlet. +1 through 4 holes of it. These are all holes I can birdie, and I just refuse to for some reason. Let's pick it up.
The next 2 holes, I took par.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Ah.
Thought I made that.
It felt like the entirety of my goals over these 2 tournaments were going to boil down to me overcoming the gauntlet. And this next hole was
My nemesis. I've had a birdie putt on this hole every day. Day 1, bogey. Day 2, par. Day 3, it's birdie time.
not a bad throw, but the putt is where I've been struggling.
Woo!
There's one birdie. Let's go. Back to even on the gauntlet. Nothing to worry about.
Except maybe this next one.
Oh gosh. Misfire.
Apparently, I'm the king of getting in my own way.
No words. No words.
I either overthink or I don't think enough. Three holes to go, and I was 2 over on the gauntlet. That means I needed 3 birdies to shoot under par. It just wasn't gonna happen.
Let's go. Yeah!
Wait a second, that's one of the birdies. Am I gonna birdie again?
Yes.
Well, I guess that's 2 birdies. That means I just need to birdie this last hole.
Back to even on the gauntlet. That means if I birdie this hole, I'll shoot under par on the gauntlet. And I'll be him. What a finale.
Somehow, it all comes down to this. I need to birdie this hole to meet my gauntlet goal, and also kind of meet every other goal that I've had this video. Hopefully redeeming myself in the eyes of my sponsors. The most nerve-wracking putt in my short MPO career. Just outside the circle, kind of obstructed, straddle out for all the marbles.
Yeah!
Here's how I finished. Not bad at all. I cashed, and I managed to shoot -1 over the 13 holes that I had shot even the entire time. So I'm glad that I was able to overcome the mental struggles I had in the middle of the course and finish birdie, birdie, birdie. Can't write a story better than that. Also, I'm sure I made my sponsors proud. I'll leave you with this. Like and subscribe, perhaps. Boom!